Yep. Good evening, everyone. Last session we learnt about how to handle ordered list and unordered list. So we discussed about ordered list and unordered list. In HTML, how to handle them and where we use in different examples we saw. So next we have some more semantics to understand. Another important is we have a data list. The ordered list is numbering, and unordered list is symbols, different symbols. Data list is actually data list. It is a collection of terms and definitions. Terms and definitions. It is a collection of terms and definition. So list is defined with DL. DL is for list. Terms are defined with DT, data term. Definitions definitions are defined with DD. So data list is a collection of terms and definitions. Terms are given with DT. Definitions are given with DD, data definition. So syntactically, we have a data list, data term. This is term, and we can have DD. This is definition. Like this, we write a data list. Data list will have terms and definitions. We will see how they look like. If there are terms and definitions, then we can use this data list. So let's see one example here. I'm adding. Okay, so here we are having our app. So let's add a new page. So data list. Okay, fine. You see here, suppose I am using some text like HTML. So it is a markup language. CSS, it defines styles. JavaScript, it manipulates DOM. Like that, we are having something. In this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these are terms. They are the terms and they have a definition under them. It is a markup. It defines styles. These are all definitions. So usually they look like this. When you run them, you can see everything looks in one line. There is no classification of terms and definition. See now how we can present it. If you are trying to present such terms and definition, first you create a DL, data list. In that, we will put this one. In a data list, we will put that. it in DT. This is a definition. Then you put it in DD, data definition. Similarly, CSS is a term and it is the definition. It is the definition. JavaScript is a term and this is the definition. That is the definition. Now see how they look like. Terms and definitions look like this. That means all terms in one alignment, definitions in one alignment. Not only that, internally they can be easily managed. I will show you that. So here we will write a style. Wherever data term is there, background color, I will put a black. Color, I will put white. And font weight, I will keep as bold. Then all the terms look like this. I will use some padding, 5 pixel. Then terms will be like this. And important, under every term, there can be several definitions. It's not like you can add only one definition. That means this is one definition. Another definition, DD. It is used for presentation. And you can see another definition. Not only that, you can have multiple terms also. For one definition, there can be several terms. You can even put a paragraph inside the definition. Later, we will put text boxes, radios, checkbox, so many things we can add there. So you can have multiple terms also. Suppose DT, this is styles. And you can see styles. You want some gap between every term. Then I will give margin bottom as 5 pixel, some gap between every term. So that means when you are displaying some definitions and terms, then you can simply implement by using this technique. But several times we don't use as it is. We put some techniques. By using those techniques, we can make it look very different. For example, see, this is original. Actually, every term is in one line. Every definition is in one line, right? You can add terms and definitions. I will copy this example. Okay. Actually, there is another point. Suppose I will put a heading saying that your profile. Okay. In this, we are creating a data list and data term. Data term is we are using some first name. Okay. And data definition, some name. Data term last name. So this is some name. You put something, whatever you want. Another data term age. So some number like this. And we have some city. So some city like this we are adding. Usually all the terms and definition look like this. Generally the nature of terms and definition is one below another. But see what we can do. We can split this data list into display grid. And how many columns we can divide? All terms in one column, all definitions in another column. So grid template columns, 2 fractions and 10 fraction. Then you can see they look like this. And wherever definition is there, what we will do? So wherever definition is there, data definition, background color, I will put some gray. Color, I will put some white, and padding, I give some 5 pixel, and they look like this. And margin also bottom, I will give as margin bottom 5 pixel. Then they look like this. That means actually this is also terms and definition, but how we are displaying side by side. All terms in one column, all definitions in another column we can display. So we can simply put this as a grid. It depends. Already we know. Suppose I give 6 fraction, 6 fraction, then it is going to split like this. So you want here as 2 fraction. So then this is how much? 10. Then it will be in this way. This is also data list. Later, what we do is we put text boxes, drop downs, so that user can enter the details. When you look at online application forms and all, they align content side by side. That can be simply achieved by using a data list. You design a data list with terms and definition, divide into grid, automatically distributes terms in one column, definitions in another. So this is another technique of presenting terms and definition. Terms and definitions we can present like this. That means same concept, but presentation style is different. I will give this example also. Let me copy this example. Okay, there is another style. For example, see, means I'm showing different ways of presentation. Okay, so next important, I am writing some nav bar. Suppose we have a nav. In this, we have a data list. In that, we have data term. So electronics. Okay. And here we have some heading like shopping. Okay. Under electronics, we have televisions. So we have mobiles. So we have watches like that. I will copy these definitions. That means we are having so many. Lot of options are there. Another data term is footwear. So data definition, some boots. Okay. So casuals. So sneakers. Like this we have. And again, copy. Several options are there. Usually, a term definition, they look like this. Now, what I'm doing here is wherever nav is there, navigation. Width, I will give 200 pixel. Okay, that will be short. Wherever definitions are there, background color is gray, color is white, and padding is 5 pixel, and margin bottom is 5 pixel. Then all terms will be like this. Now, for every term, width is, suppose width is some 100 pixel, then they will be like this. Now, usually, this is also terms and definition, but several websites, how they present them. See, suppose when I'm scrolling, it will scroll to the top and it will continue scrolling. Now I missed the category name. That means which category it is, I am missing it. That means the data terms are scrolling up. So we put one technique here. Wherever data term is there, we will keep it position as sticky. We keep the position as sticky. Sticky means it will stick to the page after reaching to certain point. where to stick, where to stick top, top where that you mentioned 10 pixel, 50 pixel, 0 pixel. Absolute top means what? We give top 0 pixel. That means now what happens? Sticky means later you will learn CSS positions. We have a separate concept for that. Sticky means what happens is when you scroll, it will be where it is. After reaching top, it will stick there. Rest of content will scroll. And footwear goes and footwear will stick there. Now the footwear category is coming. That is sticky position. Generally, when we are working with lot of terms and definitions, this type of design we create. So we use a sticky style of positions. These are also terms and definitions. That means generally why we are looking at different designs, because when you visit a website and see the design they created, sometimes you will confuse like how they designed it. Is there any some new element which I haven't learned? Such doubts will come. Actually, in the real world development, whatever design for that, whatever required, we are learning in this class. That means there is nothing outside what we have learned. What we learned only that is used in real time, and even less is used. We are learning more. Only the point is they will not use in the same way how you learned every time. You learn data list, terms and definitions. But the same data list with terms and definitions, with CSS, they modify. They will make you feel like it is something different, but it is actually terms and definition. Only the technique is we should explore and we should know what effects they are giving, how they are placing them. Later, I will show debugging. Debugging, when we learn, we can understand how a website is designing its content, what they use, where they use it. We can explore that. We will learn about that in next level. Initially, a data list is not used in the same way every time. Sometimes we keep side by side, sometimes we keep one below another, sometimes we display through the sticky is very common actually. Suppose you see, suppose we have some Inox movies, some website is there. When you open this website, observe carefully. In this website, there is a quick book toolbar is there. This is a toolbar actually. And see what happens when I scroll down, when I scroll up and down, once it reaches top, the scroll bar will stick there. You see, this quick book is stick there. And rest of content we can scroll. But is it initially present there? It is not initially present there. It is initially present somewhere in the middle. After reaching top, it will stick to the top. This kind of mechanism is called as sticky. Generally, we use this for data lists also. So this is just an example, another example of sticky. I will copy this one also. So this is the data list with the terms and definition. Concept is very simple. One term or two terms or three terms under that definitions. Remember, sometimes people use only terms, they use only definitions, that depends. It's not mandatory that you have to use a term and a definition. Only definitions, DDDD, only terms, keep them side by side by using display grid and all. That's all the nature of data list, right? So data list with terms and definition, that is one concept. Next important, in the HTML elements, we have details and summary. Details and summary. These are all regularly used semantics of HTML. Ordered list, unordered list, data list, details and summary also. Details and summary, actually, details is a container that can show or hide any content dynamically. It is a container that can show or hide any content dynamically. Summary is a caption for details. Summary is a caption for details. Is a caption for details. Suppose you see here, syntactically we have details, we have summary, the title, and whatever content you want, your content here, anything you can keep there, and close details. Generally, details in HTML, details and summary are used for dynamically showing and hiding the content. So I will show you one point here. For example, you can see here, suppose we open the website like some Netflix. You see, this is Netflix. And in Netflix, we have frequently asked questions. You see, what is Netflix? And you click on it, it will show the content. And again, I click on it, it will hide the content. Actually, this is managed with details and summary. We can manage that using details and summary. Actually, they've done a lot of modification to it. So general details and summary, see how it looks like. I will add another page. Okay. So here we are adding another option, like we have heading, frequently asked questions. Okay. We just keep align as center. This will be center align. It is shown in this way. This is the center align. Okay. Okay, I will put this one, Netflix. Okay. Let me copy some paragraph from them. Just like I will copy these paragraphs. Huh? Okay. See now here, I am writing here a details. In this details, you put a summary. Summary is the title. Title is what is Netflix. And under that, you put some paragraph. You keep a div. In that, we put one paragraph and another paragraph. This one. Two paragraphs I kept inside it. So details and summary. And see how it looks like. And I click on this, it will expand and show. And again, I click on this, it will hide. Same. What they have done through CSS, they removed that symbol and made it plus, kept it right side. That all you can do in CSS. Later, when you learn CSS, you can add such things manually. We can modify a lot of things. But this is the default nature of details and summary. That means you can show and hide any content dynamically. Now, generally, when you are doing this here, colors affects your wish. For example, see what I am doing. I am writing style. I am keeping here details. Say summary. Yeah, summary have background color black, color as white, padding as 5 pixel. That is the summary we have. Right? I click on that, it will open the details like this. Now, in that we have some div. That means inside the details, wherever div is present, we will keep that with a background color, again black, and color as white, and padding as 20 pixel, little more padding here. Then it will show the content like this. And we want that to have some margin top as 20 pixel. That means it will have some gap to show. So some 10 pixel looks enough. Then it will be displayed like this. You want to change the alignment, text align as center for summary. It will be center. So, but usually default alignment for this is left. You can keep it like this. And important, by default, it is hidden. I designed only one. You can add multiple. Suppose I am giving another details. And this details have a summary called. So this details have a summary called how much does Netflix cost, like this. And we have another div. We have a paragraph, some paragraph. Then you can see, and every definition also means every details, we will keep some gap. Every details, we will keep margin bottom as margin bottom 20 pixel, some gap between everyone. And you click on this, then this is one. You click on this, this is another one. And by default, actually, by default, all are hidden. Some websites, what they do is they keep one open, others hidden. That means, suppose they are designing some navigation bar also, we can design like this. When they are designing navigation bar, several categories are there. One category they will keep open, others hidden. If you want any details open, so details is by default hidden in state. So you can open details on page load by using the attribute. We have an attribute open. You can open the details on page load by using the attribute open. That means what you do for details, you can keep open attribute. You can do that. If you keep open attribute, whenever you load the page, by default, it is open. It is kept open. So you can keep the details open. For that, you need this open attribute. But Netflix people are not simply using as it is. They have done a lot of things. That means they use a lot of logical implementation in that. Styling also they have done a lot. Do you know, in reality, what you saw in Netflix is called as accordion. That design is called accordion. We call it as accordion. Why it is called accordion? Because you see here, all are hidden. We will make any one open. That means first details I will use as what? Open. Then you can see it is kept open. And I click, it can hide. But whenever you refresh the page, whenever page loads, automatically it will be displayed. We can keep all open. We can keep all open. So we can just keep all open. Then all are open, right? So we can set open for details. But what actually Netflix people are doing is they are using accordion for that. Accordion means, see what happens when you click on second topic, then first topic will collapse automatically. That means out of all, only one topic is open. Others will be hidden. This nature is called accordion. So for that, you need some logical implementation. You need to write some program for that, hide, show any element. That means that's what I said. They will use the same you have learned, but they will not use exactly how you have learned. They will do a lot of modifications to that. That means in reality, when you go to any practical exams of web developers and all, they will ask these questions like, can you design an accordion? Can you design a carousel? Can you design a nav bar? Can you design a responsive nav bar? Like that. And they will give you that practical test. Remember, UI developer related any interview is practical, only practical. They don't ask you any theoretical questions. They will just give you designs and ask you to design. Right? If you can create the designs good, then you are selected. They don't worry about asking questions also. They are just worried about whether you are good in the designs, right? Many of our batch people, already our previous batch people, I will post their job offers to you in the classroom. You can see that they previous batch, they done only up to JavaScript. JavaScript not started. HTML, CSS, Bootstrap is finished. And some people already selected for companies and they are attending jobs. And the job interviewers are very much impressed with the skills of the presentation they have. They are not worried that they haven't done JavaScript. They know that they can manage by learning that additionally. That means they are still attending classes and they are simultaneously selected for companies. They are attending those companies also. And course not finished, just only up to Bootstrap only they finished. Up to Bootstrap only they finished. And if anybody says like, I can design like Netflix screen, but I haven't learned yet JavaScript, then they are very much impressed. Because even people who finish web development, they can't design like that. That is the reason from day one onwards, I am concentrating on a lot of designs for you. That means by the end of HTML itself, you should able to create a website template, which many people cannot do. They can do after they finish HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, then only they can do. But we are doing a lot of designs, concentrating on them before we reach there. That means now imagine when you reach JavaScript, how complex things you can create. Right? This is just in HTML. If you can do all this, then you can do more better. These all functionalities we will learn in JavaScript, how to create them. Right? So technically, the elements presentation can be different by adding some lot of effects. Right? So this details, one example is this. I will copy this example. I will show you where else you might have seen this. Where else you have seen this type of content, details and summary. For example, let's say, um, suppose I will show you where you might have seen This is like Amazon. Yeah. In Amazon, where you have seen it, suppose sign in. In sign in, you can see need help. This is also details and summary. That is obviously details and summary. They are using as it is how you learned they are using. Right. So that means how to design this area. That's very simple thing, nothing complex. What you can do. So how you create that? Suppose I will clean up this design. Yeah. So it is nothing but so details. And what is the details they are saying? Need help. That means summary is what? Need help. So summary is need help. Okay. And okay, see under this, they have forgot password, other issues with sign in. That means I kept a div. So later we will make them links and all. So forgot password. So another div. And it is having something like other issues with sign in. Okay, now see, usually it looks like this. Let's run this and see. This will look like this. Yeah. Usually it looks like this. That means need help and you can open that and you can view them. Of course, alignments, fonts, everything you have to modify. Suppose I will give here, we have details. Font family as Arial. Okay. Color I give as some blue. Okay. Wherever details and div is present, I will make as margin left as some 20 pixel. Then usually it looks like this. I haven't designed the form. I have just designed the details area, right? And we define the font size to 18 pixel or 15 pixel. And every div will have a margin bottom. Margin bottom is 10 pixel. So it looks like this. That means its appearance will be in this way. That is just details and summary. How we can show the details and summary, right? So in HTML, this is another semantic. I am giving another example for that. This is example of details and summary. So data list and details and summary. Next, another semantics that we regularly use is field set and legend. Field set and legends. These are all regular design semantics. Field set and legend. Actually, field set field set is a field set is a container with frame, and legend is a caption for container. So it is used to keep all relative content together. It is used to keep all relative content together. That's generally field sets are. Syntactically, we have field set. Field set will have a legend. Legend usually have a title. And you put your content here. Your content inside the field set. Same like how you created your details and summary. But what is that field set? Let's see. So details, summary, field set and legend. The main concept is to keep all relative content together. To keep the relative content together, you can try this. For example, let's say previous design what we created. Suppose I'm using here, let's put some design. Okay. So what we are doing is we are having a data list. Okay. Data term. So first name, data definition, some name, data term, last name. So data definition, some name. Okay. This is some details like age. So some number. Okay. Another data list I am creating. Two lists are there. This is like some city and some city and state. This is some state and data term postal code. So we have some code. Okay. Like this, we have different categories are there. Actually, these are two categories. So one is some personal information, another one is some contact information. Okay. So what we will do is we will put data list display as grid and grid template columns 2 fractions and 10 fraction. Then usually they are divided into two columns. And wherever data term is there, I will give background black, padding as 5 pixel. So margin bottom as 5 pixel and color as white. Color as white. Okay. Wherever data term is the data definition is there, I will keep all similar and we will add a background color as gray and others are similar. Okay. They look like this. We have terms, definitions and all this. Now here we are presenting two categories. Then see what we will do. This data list belong to one category. Then we keep in a field set. So in a field set, we will keep it. And this data list belong to another category. Then we will put in another field set. Then you see two field sets, two frames will come. That means we have two field sets. We have two frames here. Okay, I will do one thing. For every field set, I will keep margin bottom as 20 pixels. Some gap will come. Every field set, some 40 pixels, some gap will come. Fine. And every field set, I will keep a box shadow. I showed you box shadow already, text shadow, box shadow. 2 pixel and gray. So, or black. That is the shadow for the field sets. And we are giving some border radius as 5 pixel. Then field set have a curved border. And what I'm doing here, some 4 pixel shadow I will give. It looks like this. And what is the first category belongs to? And the data definition width I will give as some 200 pixel. That means it will be short. We have just terms definitions and even field set width I given as some 400 pixel. Then it will be very shorter like this. I can give this as 600 pixel. That means it is okay. Now what I'm doing here is for what is the first field set? First field set. So we'll have a legend and that legend is personal information. Then you can see legend will come like this. That is the legend. And what about the second field set? Second field set will have a legend. What is it? Address. And that is address. Right. So we can modify them also. That means what you can do, wherever legend is there, legend. Width as some 70 pixel, padding as 5 pixel, background color black, color as white, and this is for legend we are having. And width as suppose 100 pixel, they look like this. 200 pixel, they look like this. 150 pixel looks fine. And this legend is having uh, border radius as 20 pixel. That is the legend we have. Now text align as center, they will go center. Right? That means now we can keep a box shadow for that. So we can keep a box shadow for that 4 pixel, 3 pixel, 2 pixel, and some black. Okay. And it will have a shadow, some gray. It will have a shadow like this. These are field sets and legends. Field set and legend. That means you can place left, center, or right. It depends on your requirement. If anybody asks, like, I want field set side by side, you can keep in two containers, display grid, display flex. You can arrange anything. So the intention is to keep relative content in one place and show that visually, that this is one category, this is another category, that you can manage by using this. Actually, do you know what we do in JavaScript is, at a time we will show only one field set. Once they finish this, click next, we will show the second field set. That means we implement the functionalities. That means what we do, we put a button here, say next, then second one will come. We hide all, we show only one, user can navigate. That means one category related content at a time, one. We will not show all at a time. These days, our websites don't try to show everything in one screen. It's lengthy, right? We will show one set. After they finish, they move to next. For that, these kind of categorizations are very important. This is nature of field set and legend. This is an example for field set and legend. And another option I will show you. This is example. Another I will show you. Let's go to that Amazon website. In this Amazon website, in sign-in form, you see, do you know this is also field set? That is also field set. But if I don't tell that, if you see this, tomorrow you will come with a question like, sir, how to put a line left side, right side, and text in between? Right? If I don't tell that, you will have, that is the doubts for learners. That means learner immediately cannot recognize what element it might be. That depends on experience. Once you start working on 10, 20 designs for every concept, then you will get a clarity that, okay, in these many ways we can present. The same thing can be presented in different ways. That is a field set actually. Then you have a doubt like, where is left box? Is it a doubt? Can't we remove that box? That is a frame now. Can we remove left border, right border, bottom border? Of course, we can remove. How you will do this? Let's see here. Suppose we say here, Amazon sign in. Later, we will create a complete form, right? But here you see, in this page, we have a field set. with a legend. So what is that they given in that? New to Amazon, new to Amazon. Usually, everybody knows that field set will come like this, right? How to keep it center? Of course, we just learned now. What is it? So we put legend text align is what? Center. It is center. We can give padding right 10 pixel, padding left also 10 pixel. That means some gap will come. Left and right, some gap will come. And what about field set? Suppose field set width is some 200. That means it looks like this. Suppose I will keep as 300. Okay, fine. How to remove left border, right border, bottom border for field set? That's nothing special. What we do? Border left as what? None. Border right as what? None. Border bottom as what? None. Then automatically this is a field set only. That is a field set with legend. And for people who don't know, they think that how can we keep a line left, right, and text between? They will try to put one line left side, one line right side, put some text in between. Not required. We have an element which can manage like that. Under that, what we do? Suppose here we are adding a div. What it is? Create new account. Like this we are having. And what we can do for that field set? Text align is what? Centered. It is centered. And wherever div is present, so actually only one div is there, so I am using the div. So margin top as 30 pixel, that means it will come down 20 pixel, it will be here. And what it is having? Border as 1 pixel solid, some black or gray. That is the border we are giving like this. So you can add padding as 5 pixel. That is having the padding like this. That just I am creating like a button, but actually we will later put button. Border radius as 5 pixel. Then it looks like a button. This is usually field set with legends, right? Sometimes field set are used without legend. With you don't give field set, only frame will come, right? That depends on requirement how they do. So this is example of the same concept. So field set and legend. So we have data list, we have details and summary, and field set and legend. So how we can use field set and legend. Next important here is, now once you know these field set and legend, next we have figure and caption. Figure and caption. But this requires some images. But first we will learn about them, then we will use images. Actually, it is figure is used. Figure is a container used to encapsulate any graphic and any graphic with caption. It keeps the content SEO friendly. So caption can be used as keyword for searching a picture. Can be used as keyword for searching a picture. But we have to learn how to keep the pictures. So syntactically, we have a figure. And here you keep your images. We will learn now how to put the images and close the figure. And here you keep a caption for the figure, fig caption. And this is the title, some keywords, fig caption. Figure requires a fig caption. So you want to make any image SEO friendly, then you can use this figure. It's not required every time. Because in the beginning, I explained that earlier before div and span, we used to design everything by using table. And in table, content is not SEO friendly. For that, we have new semantics in HTML5. And they make the images more search engine friendly, SEO friendly. But for that, first, you should also learn images, how to put images. I will tell you images, but let's see the container. It doesn't look like a container actually. I will keep here figure. Doesn't look like container. We have to put a style. Actually, you see, suppose I am writing a figure. In this, generally, we need one image, right? I will just put a div. Temporarily, I will put a div class as fashion. Okay. And below that, I will keep a fig caption. So I say woman fashion. Like this, I'm giving. Generally, it doesn't have any proper look. It looks normal. You can see it looks normal when I run that. Yeah, when I run this, it looks normal. Nothing is there. That completely SEO friendly, search engine friendly. For example, temporarily, I will put a style. So we have fashion, background image. Background image, I am using some woman URL. It is /images woman fashion. So background size, as we have a size like cover. Width is some 200 and height is some 300. Okay. Then usually it looks like this. That is the image we are having. It looks normal, but this is not for viewing. This is only for presentation and SEO friend. That means if a robot comes and search for woman fashion keyword, it can pick this photo and show in search result. Because now image is encapsulated with a caption. That makes it SEO friendly. That is only the point. Suppose you are writing here. Now, if you want, you can add effects. Suppose I am writing figure. For that, I give a border of 1 pixel solid black, and I give a padding of 10 pixel, and that is the figure area, right? I keep the width of this as some 200 pixel, and it looks like this, right? So this is just to keep SEO friendly images. But actually image is not kept as background. I just given background. How to keep an image, I will tell you. We will see that. Usually this is caption. This is caption. So what we do, we write a fig caption. So background color is some maroon. So say color is some white. So padding is some 5 pixel and text align is center. So margin also as 10 pixel. Then it will keep like this. Margin we will better give left and right only. Not left and right required. Just keep it like this. Margin top we will add. margin top as 10 pixel, then it will have some gap. That's how it looks like. This is not just for look. This is for making the content SEO friendly. These images are now search engine friendly. That means the robots can find these images and show them in the search results. If you keep images like this, they will be SEO friendly. That's the concept. You can create any number of cards like that. That means I just used this fashion. Actually, this is what women fashion, right? I'm using that women fashion. This is women fashion. Suppose I'm adding another one. So let's copy this one. Figure. I'm adding another figure. This is men fashion. And you copy another one and just paste that as men fashion and change this as men fashion.jpg. We already have an image for that. You can see those images will be like this, right? And let's say this will be like men fashion. And these are kept in a body. Then body have display as what? Flex. Then it will keep them side by side like this. So figure and figure caption, how you can keep the images and with SEO friendly, right? That is done generally, but image is not kept like this. For that, we have a separate element. We will see that how to do that. This is just to make you understand about the figure and caption importance. So we can do that without figure and figure caption, but search engines cannot find them. For that, we have to use these new semantics, right? So this is example. Let me copy this example. This is the example for, yeah, this is the example for figure and figure caption. Now the question is how you will keep the images in a page. That means how we keep images in HTML, how to put the images in a page. This is a big concept. This is a very big concept. First, we should understand what type of images we can keep in a website. What are the standards of that? Actually, generally, images are of various types. Images are of various types in a computing system. Images are of various types in computing system. In computer technologies, pictures are different types. And web will not support all types of images. You cannot use every image in website. Web will not support all types of images. So what are the types it supports? The most recommended, the most recommended image types, the most recommended image types for web are, we have some image types. What are the most recommended image types for web? First, as a developer, you should know them. So we have image. It's a MIME type actually. MIME type. And its extension. Extension. Actually, this MIME type extensions less. Okay. What are the image types we can use for a website? So let's see what are the image types we can use for a website. First, we will see the list and we will later understand why and which purpose they use. So we have APNG. This is animated portable network, portable network graphics. The MIME type for this is actually image slash PNG, APNG, dot APNG. That is the extension. What is a MIME type? I will tell you. We will discuss that. What is MIME type and what is its importance here? We have APNG, PNG. This is portable network graphics. Portable network graphics. This is image slash PNG, dot PNG. We have JPEG, which is Joint Photographic Expert Group. This is image slash JPEG, dot JPG, dot JPEG, dot JFIF. We have GIF. This is graphic interchange format. Image slash GIF. GIF. Dot GIF is the format. We have TIFF, tagged image file format. So image slash TIFF, actually it is dot TIFF. We have bitmap. Bitmap is image slash BMP and dot BMP. That is the bitmap type. We have Microsoft icon. So this is image slash icon dot ICO. We have SVG, scalar vector graphics. So this is application slash XML. And it also have image slash SVG. SVG XML actually. Dot SVG. We have WebP. This is actually web picture. This is image slash WebP. This is web picture dot WebP. Actually, WebP means web picture. These are all the different image formats supported for web. That means if you are using pictures in a website, make sure that you know about them, why you are using them, and for which purpose, which one we have to use. These all are important. Generally, learners, what they do, they just put a picture because they know it or they have it. But a developer cannot just simply put a picture without knowing the situation, without knowing its performance and behavior. So for developers, every image have importance, certain importance. They are suitable for different kind of behaviors. So we can't blindly put an image in a website. We should know the situation and we have to keep accordingly. For that, first developer need to understand difference between them. Here, first thing extra what is the point is here, what is mime type? What is mime type? Because you saw the heading I given as a mime type. Actually, mime is, so the concept of this mime is multi-purpose internet mail extension, multi-purpose internet mail extension. What is this mime type is actually, so a mime type refers to the file type, refers to the file type that comprises of various extensions for extensions for different situations. That is actually the point. So browser can understand the file only by mime type. Browsers can understand the file only by mime type. For example, suppose we are having like woman fashion dot jpg. If I ask what is the file type, not dot jpg. Dot jpg is not file type. Dot jpg is called extension. It is not file type. It is extension. It is not file type. Dot jpg, dot png, dot txt. They are not file types. They are extensions. Do you know what is type means? Actually, suppose I will show you here. We have software like some Excel or Word or suppose MS Word or this is MS Word. If I save a file in MS Word, can you tell what extensions will come? Dot doc, dot docx, dot rtf, dot txt, all can come. So if I have Excel, it can be dot xls, dot xlsx, dot csv. These are all Excel formats only. Like that, Excel, Word have 20, 30 formats. You see, suppose I'm trying to save a file and you see the save type. You see the save type. When I see the save type, see how many types are there? How many types are there? Now, the point is, as a developer, we have to write logic to access all Word files. All type of MS Word files we need to access. What you will use? Word file have 20 extensions. Means will you write all 20 extensions? But all 20 extensions are kept in one MIME type. What we will do, we use that MIME type. What is the MIME type? Application / MS Word. Under this one MIME type, all these 20 are present. So developer will use this one to access all MS Word files. If they try to write the extensions, they have to write all 20 and they may miss anyone. Then later in future, if MS Word adds one more type extension, then this MIME type able to recognize it. Under one MIME type, several extensions can be there. Because a file can be saved for different purpose. In different situations, we use them. For example, I hope you people know, suppose on a your mobile, you have contacts. When you export contacts and you want to export into some other mobile, what is the file extension? You need contacts and you export contacts into a file so that you can copy in another file and extract and use it. That means now the point is contacts means what? Phone number, name. Under one name, there can be 2, 3 numbers. Then what is the best format for that? Right? That means in a general Excel file also you can store like that. But it will not use that. It will use a format. Usually we use CSV formats, comma separated files. When you send any SMS, bulk SMS to people and all, everywhere, mobile people always use CSV, comma separated. What is advantage? Easy to extract, easy to save, and lightweight. That means I can store in an Excel file, but it will is heavy. That means blindly we will not use the type. You see here, I will show you. Actually, you don't need to check this. I have a server. I'm just showing you a server. In this server, you will see there is a MIME type category. When I open that MIME types category, it will show different file types. You see, MS Access is one software. It have 3 extensions. How developer will communicate with a file? Not by extension, by using the MIME type. Our softwares understand files by MIME type, right? They access by using MIME type. So under one MIME type, there will be several extensions. So later you will understand how to know the MIME types, restrict the MIME types. JavaScript will teach you that. What MIME types supported in my browser. If any MIME type is not supported, how to tell the user. For example, you are trying to watch a PDF file. Then some browsers cannot open PDF file. They will alert saying that your browser don't have a PDF reader. Please download. How they know that I don't have? How some website knows that I don't have a PDF reader in my browser? That means they are verifying the MIME types of files that my browser can handle. And they found that it cannot handle PDF because that extension is not there. Then they will alert saying that please install, otherwise you can't watch. That is very important. Later you will understand. So now the question here is why and where we have to use them. Where to use PNG, where to use JPG, and where to use GIF. These are key points. When to use them, where to use them are important. For example, you are taking a photo. Means I will just put a one line first, later detail we will discuss. Suppose you are scanning some photo. When you scan a photo and you need to upload into an application form, then all these days websites say please upload only JPG. Why? Do you know why? Do you know why websites ask for a JPG file only? Because JPG is a compressed image format. Compressed image format. Its size is reduced. Original image and JPG. Difference is JPG is compressed. That is the reason every website asks you to JPG. That means it keeps the quality but compressed. So I will show later more detail point, right? First, I'm just explaining here. See, suppose we have a image. Let's open some image we are having. Suppose I am having some images. So we have some image. This is one, suppose image PNG files are there. All are JPG files. These are some JPG files I'm having. Let's take any PNG file for your understanding sake. This is a GIF file. Okay, let's take one PNG. Okay, I will open any file. Just let me draw one thing for you, just for understanding sake. Uh, I will draw one thing for you so that you can see the difference. Suppose see, just I draw a circle here and save this as PNG. Okay, I will give the name as some circle PNG. Okay, I'm saving in our travel app public icons. Okay, I will save in travel app and the public images I will save. This is a circle PNG file. Its type is PNG. Okay, save it. Same file I will save as JPG. I will name it as circle JPG. Okay, it is a JPG file. Save it. Same, no change. Let's open here. We will go to images in Explorer. Right click and open in Explorer images. In images, circle PNG. Right click and see the properties. In the properties, it is occupying 8 KB. Its size is 8 KB. Okay, I will right click and see the properties. And this is 32 KB. Now, actually, it is compressed image formats. JPG is compressed image format. But currently, this PNG and this is different. Size it is having. You see, JPG looks large, but originally it is compressed. I will show that compressed. Let's take a photo now. This is drawing. We draw some image. Okay. Where are some images? Better we have a large image, then we can see the clarity for that. So let's say uh, this is something like images, banner PNG. Some banner PNGs are there. I think these are all PNG files. Suppose these are all some PNG. Save image. It is a PNG. Okay. So banner PNG. Some I said as ribbon or say APNG. So this is BAN. Okay. Banner PNG. It is a PNG image I am saving. Let's open this now. Means I am copying the original photo. Huh? So open that in our image. D. So that is the travel app. We have public images. This is banner PNG. This is the PNG file we are having. Let's save this into which format? JPG format. I will give as ban as JPG. I will save it in a JPG format. Let's see the size difference now. Means I taken a real photo for that. Let's see the size difference for that now. You right click on ban PNG and go to the properties. In the properties, how much it is? 1.26 MB. Okay, now go to the JPG and save the properties. It is 800 KB. 1 MB, now it is 800 KB. I haven't done any modification. Same photo. That means what is a JPG image? Image is compressed, not drawings. Drawings are not images. Drawings are different. I will tell you what drawing types are. Image compressed. Image can be compressed. When image is compressed, that means it will occupy less space. We can use it. That is the reason everybody asks like, please upload a JPG only. Why? Because it is a compressed one. Do you know why they don't ask zip? Because JPG is already compressed. You don't need to zip. Do you know if you zip JPG, it will not compress anymore because already it is compressed. Any software technician will never zip JPG files because he knows that they are already compressed. It is waste of time. Why? Because it will not compress anymore. It is fixed. That is the point about. So when to use JPG, when to use PNG, we have to know the difference here. You just learned what are the images supported. Now we will see the difference between them. Then we will keep these images that we'll see in next session. Monday we will do that. Right, in Monday session, we are going to learn how to keep these images in our page. Monday, our target is, because we will learn how to put an image. Monday, we will design this one. Monday, we will design this screen. This screen, here lot of images are there. No? We will try to design this screen. And if you can design this screen, now you can continue your shopper template and finish that shopper template. We will see this. Monday, we will learn how to create such cards designs with the images. First, we will learn images, then we can do that. Okay. Tomorrow, no session. Again, Monday will continue, right?